Nigerians misled by regional rotation debate. While electoral reform is ignored as Nigeria approaches its 2027 general election, public discourse has become oddly fixated on the idea of regional rotation of the presidency, particularly the opposition's offer to serve only a single term, while critical issues like electoral reform, which are vital to the survival of the country's democracy, are being sidelined. This misdirection in national conversation reveals two troubling realities. First, the obsession with regional rotation is a political illusion, not a constitutional mandate. The Nigerian constitution does not provide for presidential rotation among the 6 geopolitical zones. The idea of north-south zoning is a product of elite consensus, crafted and sustained by the political class to serve its own interests, not the will of the people. Tragically, many Nigerians have come to accept this informal arrangement as a legitimate democratic principle, allowing elite manipulation to replace constitutional clarity. Second, and more alarming, is the deafening silence around electoral reform. After spending over $400 million ahead of the 2023 elections to modernize the electoral system, promising transparency, technology, and credibility, Nigerians watched that effort collapse into failure. The result? A reversion to outdated manual processes plagued by irregularities, manipulation, and loss of public trust. Despite widespread dissatisfaction, the urgency for reform has vanished from national debate. What remains on this subject is the ill services done by the political elites. Meanwhile, one of the leading opposition figures, widely believed by many to have been the rightful winner of the last election, Peter Obi, has proposed serving only one term if elected. To some, this is a strategic concession aimed at respecting the informal zoning system. To others, it is a smacks of desperation. But the real issue remains unaddressed. Without electoral integrity, no promise of term limits or regional fairness can be guaranteed or trusted. In a functioning democracy, it is the people, not political elites, who determine who leads, for how long, and from where. These decisions are made through credible, free, and fair elections. Unless the Nigerian constitution is amended to enshrine regional rotation, it remains unconstitutional for political elites to impose it. Yet in today's Nigeria, the preferences of the elite increasingly override both constitutional authority and the popular will. What Nigerians urgently need is not an argument over where the next president comes from or how many years they serve, but a collective demand for a reformed electoral system that can truly reflect the people's choice. Until then, the illusion of democracy will persist, while the power to decide remains in the hands of a self-serving few. Join Diaspoint in addressing leadership challenges that hinder Africa's path to progress. We believe in fostering a vision that drives Africa towards sustainable development and genuine transformation.